he showed me a part that he would show you, and he showed me a picture of the word janitor. So he said, what do you think of?" I said, "Mopping the floor." He says, "That's what everybody thinks." But he actually opened my eyes to some things, and I think you will as well, rather than just being somebody that mops the floor. And I think also Alan Ferreira, he's the owner of Atlantic Cleaning. He will have an opportunity to come by and speak with you guys as well. And I have a better appreciation, particularly, and as I don't want to steal your thunder, health and safety is extremely important. Alan had shared something with me that he had someone a couple of years ago that mixed acid and Clorox, I think it was. And of course, the fumes like really messed the guy up. So that really made me start thinking about some things as well, which is very important. And I think you'll get a better appreciation for the janitorial service as time goes on as well. So I don't want to steal your thunder. Here's Dave. You're here for the next 4 days. The director will come by on Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, take it away.
Well, I am Dave Thompson. I am the director of the Academy of Cleaning Excellence. We work out of Orlando, Florida. Now, that being said, a number of years ago, I wrote this book, The New Generation of Cleaning. And yes, that is my granddaughter on the front cover. As she grew up, you know, in a facility where I'm always working with cleaning tools and stuff, everything is bright colored, you know, and interestingly enough, we use water, right? When we clean, we use water. So she loved water, and we heard her coming out of our driveway, clickety clack on the driveway and everything, and looked around, and here she is standing in the mop bucket. Of course, there's water in the bottom, and that's Grandma's little sun visor. Why did I put her on the front cover? You have any idea? A granddaughter, and I'm proud of her, that's true, but why else would I do that? She's the one that's the next generation, right? So, as Alan said when he introduced me, this class is predominantly about making sure that the user of those tools is safe and healthy. And so what I wrote in that book, and the reason I teach classes the way I do, is to protect the health of those who haven't harmed their health. You know, here's the thing. I've already screwed up my health. I'm 65. My health's already been ruined. It's just the way it is. Now, that being said, nobody was around teaching us at that time whenever I was growing up like she was. Of course, she doesn't really like for me to show that picture. She's now 15 going on 25. Anybody understand that, right? She just now decided that she can date. I'm glad she's not living with Grandpa. It'd be a whole different story. So people say, who are you and what do you do? Well, I am a tenured professor. How do you get that way? Just I've been here long enough. Anybody get that, right? Yeah. Okay. Of health and safety. The two words I want you to remember this week is everything we're going to talk about is to protect your health and to make sure you're safe. Everybody understand that? That's our focus. And this is for custodians. Now, you know what? I don't have a problem being called a janitor. I don't have a problem being called a custodian. How many people know what those two words actually mean?
I have no idea. Custodian of janitor is to clean up the waste. That's
Yeah, that's what we think. Go to the dictionary and look up the word janitor. It's interesting how many people have been in this industry and have no idea what the word means when you look at it.
I want to look it up.
We will do that this week. Okay, so that being said, everybody says that we're janitors, we're custodians, we're into cleaning. We don't need computers, we don't know how to do that. Well, we're going to change that today. The reason you have an iPad in front of you or you have computers because you're going to use them. So, on your iPad, there's a little button on the one side. You're gonna turn it on. And you're gonna swipe it. You can, no, you can do that from your laptop. The laptop's already good set up. On one side. There's,
It's not one here.
oh, okay. Got it where it says Kahoot? It should look just like the tablet up there. That's what you want to look at. There we are. You got that one? Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Okay, I'm gonna have to click a couple buttons here.
Movie. I'm not sure.
No, you don't have to. Did, no, there it is. We need to sign him back in, sir. We need to sign him back in. Apparently it closed him out.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Dan Pan.
Our internet's not being helpful right now.
Hey, I think there's a long time to do that. There's computers that you not being used.
Did he get you on?
Yeah. I think-
Okay, I gotta get mine to get to the right place here. Okay, let's see if we can get this going right. There we are. Maybe I can get to the right one here. Okay, right up here, the game pen's gonna come up. You're gonna put that number where it says game pen. You're gonna put it in on your iPad there. Just touch it. Yep, just touch it with the game pen. And then the numbers come up. No, yeah, yeah. No. Okay, and then just put in that number. Everybody getting that?
No.
And then what you're gonna do is put in your name. There you go, there's some people got it.
Sorry, just give me a second. Did I get something?
Okay, just type in the number. Yep. Wait a minute. Put the mouse up here. Okay, now put in the number. Just type in the number. Are we all getting it back here?
Okay, Okay, what, press enter now?
And then after you do that, do you put in your name and hit enter? Put enter, put hit enter. Okay. Now connect, now put in your name.
Yeah, what, I just press on. Press now.
Now just hit enter. Okay, now type in your name. Everybody getting there? You good?
Right.
And you should see your name up there on the board.
Right.
What, first and last name?
Just for, and then just hit enter.
Okay.
And you should see your name come up on the board. There you go. Everybody in?
Okay, I see.
There you are. You're on the board. Okay. So what this is kind of a little game. We're going to do this a lot of times during the week. Okay. So this is kind of a practice. The question is going to come up, and you're simply going to look at it and go, what's the answer? So there's colors. So, you know, red, blue, green. So you can use that. Or there's the answer. And you're going to answer it on your iPad or your phone. Okay? So this is kind of practice to kind of get warmed up of how we're going to do the week, right? So first question. No matter what the sport is, this is used to keep the other team from scoring. What is it? Which one of those four is the right one? Choose the right one on your pad. Which is the right answer? Just touch it quickly. You got 7 seconds. Don't think a lot. Just see how easy it is? Anybody have a difficulty with that?
I got an
That's
X.
easy.
I got an X.
Pardon?
I got an X.
You got an X.
Yeah.
That means you didn't answer it right. So, same thing here is defense is what keeps people from scoring, right?
Yeah. That's what I put. That's what I
That's
put.
what I put.
You should have got a check mark, a green check mark if you got it right.
I push defense too.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
They want to-
oh, the other thing I forgot to tell you. Did I tell you we're going to compete with each other?
Race and fast one.
Oh, so
You say that.
here it is. Here it is. See, the thing is if you get the answer right, and if you beat somebody and answer it quicker. So if you want on the top of the board, you got to be quick and with the right answer.
Right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again. Which weighs more, 100 pounds of rocks or 100 pounds of feathers? Quickly.
Oh, more thing.
Well, see how quick we got 10 answers that time? Look at that. See how quick that changed? Let's see if you're correct. Incorrect. Now, here's the interesting thing, folks. It doesn't matter whether it's rocks or feathers. It's still 100 pounds. Isn't it? Come on. It just takes a whole lot more feathers to make 100 pounds. So, what am I teaching you right now? There's details that we're going to talk about this week. They're going to make a big difference. You have to pay attention to the details in order to answer the question right. Right? So, by the way, what you're learning, this is the way we're going to do our quizzes during the week. So if you're not paying attention, and thing is your buddy next to you, when they see that X on your pad, they didn't know you ain't paying attention. So if you go to sleep during class, oh, I'm sorry. All right, got how we're doing this?
Right.
All right. So, Bermuda was first settled in 1609. True or false? Well, now, wait a minute, y'all are here, y'all all know this.
Not 6100.
Yeah, that's the truth.
A trick question. What is it? You think I'm trying to trick you already?
No, he said saddle.
Settle.
Saddle and pistol would be two different times.
Get ready for the next one. Okay. Chris is on top by over 100 points. We only got one question left, so I don't think anybody's going to beat her.
No problem.
So you see what the challenge is? Knock her off the top, right? Already put a price on somebody's head already. What? Where the heck did it come from that question?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I did it wrong. It was Kenny, you got one enough. Yeah, one's enough. Oh, no, that was Kenny, three.
Well, you didn't do too bad. 2020. Now, you know what?
That was you? That was 19. That was 19.
You know, 2020 wasn't that long ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
So who won it? Krista, give yourself a word. Give her a round of applause. Now, what you just did is what people say that us in the cleaning industry can't do. Did you know that? Did you just realize this? You use a computer.
Hey.
You use modern technology. And you all did it without a problem, right? So, what are we going to learn this week? We can do in the cleaning industry what people think we can't do. Does this sound reasonable? Now, wait a minute. Answer a question for me. Did you think that's the way this class was going to start?
No.
Well, I got something for you. It ain't going to be the week that you thought was going to happen. You feel me? We are not going to do what you already thought we were going to do, right? I mean, in the first 5 minutes, you used the computer. You said you can't use the one. You just did. So you see, the thing is, it's interesting. I was at the University of Miami 2 weeks ago, and I told them we needed a computer lab for the 3 days I was there. They said, we don't do that for the custodial department. I said, you do now. I was teaching a class in Southern California doing the same thing. The university said, you don't do that for custodians. You do when I come there. Because this is what I do. The thing here is I am to show you that what we do in the cleaning industry at a professional level is not what people think. That sound good?
Yeah.
So we will get rid of this. And okay. So you have in front of you a workbook. Big, thick workbook. You have a pen and a highlighter. Yeah, you set everything over to the side. Let's turn those off, if you don't mind. Save the battery on them. The batteries do run down on them. Now yours is plugged in, so the laptop you don't have to worry. Yeah. Just the one single button on one side. It's just a single button on the back. To the other side. Single button. That's it. So the workbook in front of you is yours. Now I would probably say you just want to leave it here all week long, you know, taking it back and forth probably. But the highlighter and the pen is for you to mark in there, make notes that you want, highlight, because at the end of the week, it's yours, you take it with you. David Thompson. Now, before I get started here, who am I and what do I do and why should you listen to me? Right? David Thompson, oh yeah, he's that bald-headed part up there in front. He's 65 years old. And they said he's supposed to be knowing everything. Well, here's the story. I started cleaning when I was 13. Now, just like most every one of you, how did we learn about cleaning? Yeah, mom did cleaning. She said wash dishes, clean the toilet, mop the floor, clean the windows, right? Usually our moms teach us these kind of things. Dad, nope, not. Dad ain't going to talk about that, right? Dad's going to talk about a whole lot of other stuff. So, where did mom get her information from? Yep. So did anybody really teach us anything about it, or we just learned what somebody else was doing? Their habits.
Yeah, human being habits, like if you want to keep something clean, you have to learn.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna walk, you're gonna learn how to walk because this is how they walk. All right, so there's nothing really wrong with that as long as you're cleaning at home. But when you clean commercially, game changes. And that's what we're here today to really talk about this week. Now, how did I move from one to the other? Well, back in my day, whenever I was growing up at 13, you could work when you were a small kid. And for some odd reason, I knew who the custodian was at school. Don't ask me why. I just knew who he was. Because when he had an accident and broke both legs, the superintendent called me to the office over the loudspeaker, nonetheless. Everybody looked in the class, looked at me. What did you do, Thompson? You've been called to the superintendent's office. Luckily, he had something for me. The custodian broke his legs, and from his hospital bed says, you know where the keys are and what to do with things around there to keep the building clean. I have no idea why I knew that. But I negotiated with him, okay? Well, back then it wasn't quite money, but you know, yeah, you do something for me, I'll do something for you, right? Okay. Well, here's the thing. I negotiated a passing grade in Spanish. My wife is half Mexican and I can't speak any Spanish. Now, why did you start laughing? Yeah, I'm the token gringo at the reunions, right? And now living in Orlando, I teach a lot of people their Spanish. So what I use a translation software now. But I started mopping, cleaning commercially at the school, doing what I was doing at home. But it was different. Do you have a 60-inch dust mop at home? No. How the heck are you going to run it? You don't know what you're doing. So through my years, it's been to learn. And I will guarantee you that nobody has ever told me, Dave, you're going to travel the world and teach cleaning. Matter of fact, they told me I couldn't do it. But here I am. Why am I here teaching you? Well, it's because I listen to a lot of people. So I have connections all over the world. I talk with people all over the time, and I learn from them. And when I learn something that makes me go, I put it in my class, and then you benefit from it. I'm going to tell you a lot of different things like that, but we have very short time. So, unfortunately, we were scheduled for 6 hours a night. We're down to 4, which means I would like to tell you a lot more, but I don't have time. Keep up with me as best you can. There's pictures here, there's videos. We'll do that. I will say this. If you have a question, I am here for you. I am not here to sell you anything. Okay? We all understand that?
Yeah.
I'm not here to sell you a machine, a chemical, anything like that. I have already been paid before we start class. If you go to sleep, that's fine. Not gonna bother me. Yeah, you're the one's not gonna learn. I know about it. If you don't ask a question and you walk out of here not knowing the answer, it's not up to me. We all understand each other?
Learn to listen and listen to
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I will say, let's be a little courteous to each other, right? You know, let me get through my thought. I'll notice you. And if I don't notice you, then tell me again, but I'll try to keep up with you, okay? So there's a difference between residential cleaning, which is basically cleaning a home. I'm not here to teach you that. Because residential cleaning homes for money is a bit different than cleaning a commercial building. There's some things that do wash over, but it's pretty much different. On the other hand, I am here to teach you about commercial cleaning. Now, that doesn't mean that what we're going to talk about can't apply at home. All right? I'm going to click something here for our people on the internet. Hang on, folks. Got to get to the right screen here. There we go. So you'll find a lot of those materials in your book. So when you see something up here, I'd say you might want to look at it in your book and highlight it, make a note. Because why? It could be on your quiz, right? And the only way you get a certificate is by passing the quizzes. Everybody understand that, right?
Yeah.
Now there's a reason to keep track and making notes, right? All right. Did you know that the cleaning profession is the 6th fastest growing profession in the world? Number 6. Now, what do you think would be the other ones ahead of us?
Medical.
Medical what?
Sales.
No.
Pharmaceuticals, care.
Care. Why? Us old folks. Okay. I had 2 heart attacks in one day.
Whoa.
3 days later, I'm laying on the table. They did a quadruple bypass surgery on me. Okay. Healthcare is taking over the industry. Now, what did I start I said this morning, gee, it's this evening. What did I start this evening by saying? Health and safety. Right? So here I am. The other professions that is before us on this list are all healthcare related industries. All. Now, you think about this. Are we not part of the healthcare industry? So let's start talking differently. By 2026, which is only 3 years from now, this report came out in 2019. They said there'd be almost 240,000 more jobs than there was in 2019. Now that's probably changed now. I haven't updated this one, but you can see it's growing. And of course, the picture here is what during what? Sure, we all know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it taught us a lot of things, and unfortunately, some people forgot a lot of things too. Now, that being said, we're in the risk management business. We want to make sure that those facilities are cleaner and healthier. We want to make sure that it's a safe environment to work in. We want to make sure that it's more desirable, that there's less worker issues. And of course, everybody wants to reduce cost, right? However, what's the most important thing here? Keeping people safe. So, rather than saying, I'm in the cleaning business, why don't we say, I'm in risk management? Is that not true?
Yeah.
So why say, I clean for a living? I keep people healthy. So you all are going to go try to get a job in the healthcare business, not in the cleaning business. Hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Your certificate is going to be what?
Healthcare.
Ah, you're getting the message, right? See, you're going to have to go market yourself differently. I'm going to give you the ammunition to do that. Sound like a deal? All right. Because we are the true first responders. If we do not respond correctly to what the issues are in that facility, which has been COVID over the last 3 years, right? If we do not respond correctly, do we keep people healthy? Are they safe? So this is why I say we are the first responders. Now, you know what? I'm not here to beat up the people that are the paramedics and the firefighters and the ambulance drivers, okay? Yeah, but see, they all respond to it after something happens. I'm responding and doing things before to keep it from happening. Would you rather have your tire blow out on your car and run you over into the ocean? Or put on new tires to keep you from doing that? See what I'm saying? So, when it comes to this, this is what I need to do. I need to know how to utilize all of this. All of this PPE. PPE, personal protective equipment. We all know this, correct? Yes? No?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going to cover a lot of this. This was kind of the warm up. We're going to cover all of this in a lot more depth. So, when you come to this, what is the riskiest part of having on PPE? It's the removal. This is what a lot of people don't understand. Because think about this. While you've got a set of gloves on and you touch what he had, if he's got an illness and you don't take your gloves off right, you catch his illness? Yep. So it's not the gloves on, it's how I take the gloves off that I can hurt my health. So I'm going to teach you how to take the gloves off right. Sound like a deal? Okay. Come on. Sometimes my clicker just don't want to do what I want to do. So you have to know how, you have to know when, how to wear it, but how to dispose of it properly so that your health is protected. Well, I don't know why it is not working for me today. No, they're brand new. Which just means I'm going to have to walk up here. Well, I guess I'm going to be stuck here, folks. So the whole thing here is we have to have a plan of action. How are we going to go about doing this job? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? So the whole thing here, get my clicker here, right? There we go. What's wrong with that picture?
The protection.
Hey, what's that doing for?
It's doing math, but
It's a
doesn't know.
stove, it's a stove.
I mean, it's protecting your chin from getting cold. Right, you know, this is stupid, folks. And I'm going to call the spade a spade. I'm kind of, you know, hey, I guess I'm at that age where I'm just going to call it like it is. Right? I have no, you know, I'll try to use most of my filters, but every once in a while, something will slip out.
Right, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Might want to change that color mask. I could barely see it was a mask. And then you see
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
wrong, but I
Hold on.
didn't see it. I was looking at her chin and everything.
It's like, where's the mask? Underneath her chin.
If it was white, I would have saw it was a mask.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Did you know that you should wash your gloves? You should wash your hands? Well, during, before, and after. You ever wash your gloves?
Got a special way of washing the book.
Ah, yeah. Somebody says, oh, well, why should I wash my gloves? I'm going to teach you why. You know what? Unfortunately, folks out there on the internet, it looks like we're having trouble with our internet here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick you off because you're causing me a problem. So hang on here. I'm going to end our broadcast. Hey, if you're on the internet and you're watching, well, you know what the class started like. I hope it was good for you. Come back to the academy. We'll teach you all about it. academyofcleaning.com. That's where you can catch us. We'll be live some other time, but the class here in Bermuda is more important. Sorry, that's the way it goes.